Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Time with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in and take a look at the Bitcoin daily chart and analysis, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, when you find value at any time during this video, feel free to smash that like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you're not, and also share your thoughts about Bitcoin or my analysis or tips, whatever. I would appreciate it. And before we take a look at the chart, let's dive into the news. Bitcoin miners keep hodling amid massive growth. Um, what we've seen, what the on-chain data is seen, is that the majority of the Bitcoin miners are hodling. They're holding their mined cryptos. Some are selling, and they gotta sell because that's the main source of revenue. So they gotta sell it to help pay for expenses and things like that. But the majority are holding. It's interesting also to break down Bitcoin miners as far as um, there are two separate camps, and I don't want to go into it. I'll list the links in the my Twitter thread for this video. Feel free to check that out. It's from Bitcoin Magazine, and it's called Why Bitcoin Miners Keep Hodling. So check that out. Additionally, 16 Bitcoin whales have sold or reallocated Bitcoin last week. Could this impact the price? And this is an article from Finbold. Feel free to check that out too. So there's a lot of talks about people, hodling Bitcoin, and that's true. Like you can take a look at what is it called. The majority are hodling, but there are some who are selling, and that could cause some fluctuations in the market. So not everybody's hodling, because if everyone was hodling, we'd be at a point where demand exceeds supply, and Bitcoin's gonna go parabolic. It will eventually, because supply is only 21 million, and at least about 20% of that is either lost, or like their secret keys, phrases, etc. are lost. They can't get to it. So we have limited supply. That's one thing we know for sure. So it's when, not if, that Bitcoin's gonna go parabolic. All right, let's dive into the charts and take a look. I think you probably want to see my mouse highlighter on. There we go. As you can see, here's where Bitcoin is right now. It's got it was it's like it takes about an hour to prep this chart and update and type out everything. By the time I'm done, sometimes things can change significantly. So for example, this current daily candle right here, it was a hammer candle, bullish hammer candle, but now the body is smaller. Bitcoin is currently 46.5k right now, printing the second bullish daily candle. It's been chopping around 46k, which is this green dash line here. It dipped all the way down. It's so weird how some of these patterns just kind of play out. I drew this ascending triangle the other day, and the resistance down at the support down here, it's tested resistance. Look at that. It wicked down, pretty much touched the resistance, bounced back up. It's really cool how these patterns work out. They don't always work out, but when they do, it's pretty cool. Bitcoin, it dipped during the stock market opening, U.S. stock market opening, and then it came back up, and it's bounced over the what became the resistance, 46k, and now it's above, so 46k becomes the support again. The Bitcoin's where it's right now is at in between the top of the Bollinger Band, which is up here at 48.9k, and the basis for the Bollinger Band, which is this bluish line here, right here, somewhere. It's hard to see here, but yeah, it's in between the top and the middle. The middle, I think, is covered by this ascending triangle here, so you can't see it. but it's roughly right around here at 34.3K. Yeah, that's why you can't see it. The bottom of the Bollinger right here is around 39.7K. So it's in the upper range of the Bollinger Band. BTC is still above the bull market support band. That's kind of coming to a taper point here because of what it's doing is it's flipping. It's going to flip. It's been trending down. It flipped, so more. It's going to start curving back up again. So yeah, positive that it's still above the bull market support band. The 200-day moving average is this red line here. Bitcoin still below that, so not super bullish, but because it's still below, if it breaks above, that's extremely positive, but it hasn't been able to for quite a long time. The 200-day moving average currently is at 48.3K. Daily volume remained below the moving average, as you can see here. We'll go through max pain in the separate chart so you can actually see it, but it's posted here for you. Let's take a look at the other indicators. The white J line of the KDJ, it rounded off the local bottom here and it's starting to curve slightly up at 44.7, just below the blue K and the red D lines. These two, the blue and the red lines, are trending down, and so eventually they're going to meet and pinch together somewhere in a couple of days. I gave that a crab because it's more like crabbing sideways, but soon it'll curve up and we'll become more bullish. The white MACD line continues to trend down slightly, found its local top here, started sliding down, and it's continued to slide down here. It's currently at 1,559, and it's trending towards the red signal line. It's going to touch that probably in a couple of days, or maybe 24 to 48 hours roughly, and then it more than likely will pierce through and come down. And what that will do is it'll turn these bullish histogram bars, and you see how they're trending smaller and smaller as these lines come closer and closer. Then this becomes bearish. So right now it printed its 20th bullish histogram bar, although very short and very tiny. The pattern is still bullish, but it's bearish trending. Let's go down to the red RSI line, pretty much sliding sideways here at 62.29. I gave that a crab. The blue CVD, or cumulative volume delta, somewhat sliding sideways, but slight tilt to the upward, and it's at 1.822 million. I gave that a crap, even though there's a slight tilt upward. The momentum indicator has been dropping down, the white line here, for the last 5 days. It's currently at 2,188. I gave that a bear. And momentum's dropping. You got MACD becoming potentially more bearish soon, and but KDJ could go back up, or it could like hit the meet these two lines here. The white line meets these two lines and bounce back down, because it can go all the way down to this area here, because it's still in the middle range somewhat. So it's going to continue to crab sideways, in my opinion. Here's my summary. BTC is likely to continue to chop sideways around 46K. And that's what I've been saying for days. And it's been doing that. And a strong possibility to retest down to the ascending triangle support here. And if it breaks through the support here, that's very bearish. And if it breaks down through here, it could go retest to down towards this way, down further. And if it breaks through the bull market support band, that's going to be even more bearish. So a couple of things to watch out for. Yeah, I would gave it 3 crabs. I almost wanted to give it 2 crabs and a bear, because there's some bear tendencies in there, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the max pain. Max pain For the 5th would be 46K. For the 6th would be 46K. Also for the 8th and the 15th. And so that's as far as I'll go. The heat map for Bitcoin, two sell walls are on top still, 50K, 48K. And down below are the buy walls here. Bitcoin's currently right in this line here. Down below we have buy walls at 35, 32, 30, 25, 20, down here. So not much has changed here. And you can see there's a lot of empty space here, not a lot of demand here. So strong possibility that it could wick down. My advice to you is if it goes down towards the low 40s, start, but getting not financial advice, edutainment advice. When it starts dipping down into the low 40s, upper 30s, start layering in some buys there, because if it wicks sharply down, it could drop to 35 quickly. So save some dry powder for down here in the mid 30s to low 30s and possibly upper 20s, but start layering in the low 40s and upper 30s again. This is the liquidation levels for Binance, and cumulative liquidation levels delta is currently negative 1.86. We have an overage of shorts here. These are the short levels. These are the long levels. The amount of money that's open interest in short levels, subtract the amount of money in the long levels, gives you this. And we have excess short. And these are 25 to 100 high leverage positions. So Bitcoin could easily move up here because there's more to liquidate here. But it's not that huge, like over here, it's roughly around 5 billion. Okay, that's an incentive for someone to take the counter position. But here, it's kind of like it could go either way. So that's where that is. Let's see what else we have. I think that's about it. I appreciate your time. Feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you're not, and share your thoughts or whatever's on your mind in the comment section or on Twitter. Appreciate it. One more video left for the day, and that's Matic Monday. Peace. See you there.